Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Ilman Hafiz bin Muhammad Zaidi. My given matrix number 07 DKA 19F 1073. I'm taking civil engineering and this course is DCC 30103, which is highway and traffic engineering. For this case study, my group members are Muhammad Annur Aiqal bin Jamhari, Muhammad Zulkarnain bin Azman, Muhammad Ilman Hafiz, myself, and Muhammad Azwan bin Suhaidi. Our beloved lecturer is Nur Aziah Fatma Binti Abdul Ayah. First and foremost, I'll be talking about the introduction. Number 1.1, background of the area junction. A junction is the general area where two or more roads join or cross. The importance of design of junction stems from the fact that efficiency of operation, safety, speed, cost of operation, and capacity are directly governed by the design. Junction is major bottleneck and the planned improvements will reduce traffic congestion considerably. The scheme is the result of a number of years of planning and the design to find the best possible solution to reduce congestion and improving safety. The improvements will mean that cars drivers, public transport users, cyclists and pedestrians will all find their journey quicker, easier and safer. Traffic signal control is a multi-objective optimization encompassing delay, queuing, pollution, fuel consumption and continuous traffic combined into a network performance index. It can be either stage-based or group-based. Signal optimization applies to several decision variables such as green time, cycle length, stage sequence and offset. Background of junction area for our study site is located at junction 4 of Taman Jaya in Tawau, Sabah. So we choose our study site at Tawau, Sabah. The junction unites the road to Taman Mega Jaya and to Taman Mega Jaya 2. The junction is also close to Taska Mega Kids and close to the housing estates in Taman Mega Jaya. The junction can also lead to the Apas Road and continue towards if you want to go to the airport. And it can be said to be a short road from the main road. Number 1.2, Objectives of case study. There are 6 objectives of case study. Number 1, to evaluate the performance of the signal. Number 2, to study the traffic flow pattern through the signal. Number 3, to signal the geometric and signal setting features of typical traffic signal. Number 4, to prepare corrective measures to improve the performance of the traffic signal. Number 5, pedestrian safety studies and intervention. Number 6, to establish volume capacity ratio for the given stretch of the approach which may lead to improvements required for the study roads. As you can see right here, these are the picture of the junction area that we choose. We got this picture from Google Maps. Next, I'll be talking about literature review. Number 2.1, problem facing at the junction. The most problem that the junction facing is road accident. The problem faced at our study site at junction 4 of Taman Mega Jaya Tawau is because the road is too narrow and this can cause accident if there is heavy rain and the road becomes slippery. This causes cars to collide with each other if the driver did not have enough time to press the brake pedal, because the road becomes slippery and too narrow to dodge. So whenever there is a heavy rain, due to the road is too narrow, accident may occur. Number 2.2. List the factors causing accident at the study area. There are 5 lists of factors. Number 1. Human factors or personal error. What is meant by human factors? Human factors mean that it is caused by the human itself or the driver, such as distraction. He or she are being distracted by mobile phone while driving. That might cause accident. Number 2, deficient maintenance, lack of maintenance by the JKR at Tawau. Number 3, hazard environment involving weather. As I said earlier, whenever there are heavy rain, the road becomes slippery and it might cause accident. Number 4, narrow road. And number 5, slippery road. So as you can see right here, a Facebook posted by Sarawak Edition. Berita dari Sabah Tawau. Satu kemalangan berlaku di Simpang 4 Taman Mega Jaya Tawau. Kemalangan berlaku pada kira-kira pukul 7 malam tadi. 2 kereta bertembung di tengah-tengah Simpang 4 antara kereta jenis Vigo dan kereta Vios. Keadaan jalan raya licin dan hujan renyai-renyai. These are the pictures. As you can see right here, kereta Vios dan kereta Vigo bertembung. Jalan licin, slippery road, hujan renyai-renyai. There are police everywhere. Okay, that's all from me. I'll proceed to my friend Azwan, who will be talking about number 3. Thank you very much.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Azwan bin Suhaidi. My matrix number 07DKA19FN1100. So in my part, I will talk about 4 techniques for traffic management and choose 2 suitable techniques. And I choose number 1, automatic traffic management technique 3.1. In order to eliminate most weakness of the manual traffic control system, an automatic traffic management method is recommended. This system includes simple 3-color traffic signal tools are: number 1 is red, 2 is green, and the lastly is yellow, as shown in the picture. Now I will talk about the traffic signal advantage. Point number 1, ensure orderly movement of traffic in all directions. Point 2, provision for the progressive flow of traffic in a signal system corridor. Point 3, provision for side street vehicles to enter the traffic stream. Point number 4, provision for pedestrians to cross the street safety. Point number 5, potential reduction for accidents, conflicts, and ensuring safety. And point number 6, possible improvement in capacity. And the last is possible reduction in delay. That's it for the advantage traffic signals. Now I will talk point number 2, that is sign and device libraries highway sign. Okay, easily search extensive sign and device libraries that are frequently updated. It doesn't matter where you are located. The application includes specialist libraries for different countries, states, and regions around the world. Driving at night or in hazardous weather can cause accidents when driving on any roadway. Traffic safety engineers have seen safety improvements when adding delineation and increased pavement friction at strategic points depending on the severity of the curvature and speed limit in the area. The goal of the goal of delineation treatments is to alert drivers about upcoming danger and high function surface help keep vehicles on the road even in slippery or wet weather conditions. Oftentimes, delineation treatments are placed on curves and light turns to warn oncoming traffic about danger in the road. There are specific situations that these tools must be used, and many cities implement traffic devices in areas with low visibility and tightens radius or steep drops off near a hazardous turn. Okay, and the advantage is highway sign help reduce the rate of car accidents, help ensure the safety of pedestrians, and help drivers know how to communicate with other drivers in a non-verbal way that keeps us all safe. Helps in offering a continuous movement of traffic at a specified speed in a particular way or route. Helps in reducing the frequency and severity of different type of crashes or accidents, and the last point is increase safety on the roads. The amount of safety level that increase with the help of road safety sign and countless whenever there is a vehicle driving at 80 km per hour, he or she will notice the safety sign and will slow down their vehicles. There are also many trees or objects placed on roads. This safety sign will prevent you from crashing into them as well. Okay, now I will talk about the detail on conflict number 4. Okay, 4.1. Sketch the conflict point and type of conflict movement. Conflict is the possibility of a collision between vehicles. The number of potential conflict points at an intersection depends on the point number 1, number of approach to the intersection, point number 2, number of lane on each approach, point number 3, type of signal control, and the point number 4, extent of channelization, and the last point is movements permitted. Okay, you can see in the diagram A, way intersection with 9 conflict point, and diagram B, 4-way intersection with 24 conflict points. Okay, you can see the examples. Okay, now type of conflict movement: merging conflict, diverging conflict, crossing conflict, and waving conflict. That are 4 types of conflict movement. Okay, 4.2. Suggest 5 methods on how reducing the traffic conflict for the junction. Okay, have to solve the problem of point number 1, uncontrolled junction, point number 2, priority junction, Point number 3, space sharing junction. Point number 4, time sharing junction. And the last point is channelization. Okay, uncontrolled junction. Okay, uncontrolled junction, where the joint or intersection roads are more or less equal important and there is no established priority, visibility should be provided that a driver approaching the intersection from either road must be able to perceive a hazard. This one. Okay, now we'll talk about priority junction. Intersection involving a major road and minor road. It is customary to control traffic on the minor road by stop when obstructed and poor intervisibility or give way when good intervisibility signs on road marking. Okay, that is examples for priority junction. You can see in this picture, also this one. Okay, now I will talk about space sharing junction. Example, roundabout. Okay, number of traffic slightly equal a junction. Traffic stream shape space at the same time suitable for 3 or 4 highway. Okay, this is the example for the space sharing junction. Example, roundabout. You can see the roundabout have 1, 2, 3, 4 highways. Okay, time sharing junction. Example, traffic light. Benefits: control traffic flow, reduce conflict, the junctions, safer for pedestrian, less area use compared to roundabout. And the last, channelization. Oh, I'm sorry. I will talk about the channelization. Oh yeah, that is the final of the solve of the problem. Channelization. Okay, definition is separation of conflicting movements at intersection to define paths of traffic flow by means of lane markings, island, road curbs, and other. This is the examples you can see in this picture. Okay, function of channelization: to reduce possible area or conflict at the intersection. Number 2 is to conflict angle of conflict. Number 3, to regulate speeds of vehicles entering and leaving the intersection. Number 4, protection of traffic and pedestrians. And lastly, location of traffic control device. Okay, that's it from me, Muhammad Azwan. Thank you.
Hai, Assalamualaikum. Nama saya adalah Mohd Aiqal. Nombor matrix 07 DKA 19F1065. Okay, hari ini saya akan bintang pasal conclusion atau kesimpulannya. Ini adalah 7.1 ni adalah conclusion dia. Saya akan terangkan dalam bahasa Melayu lah. Simpulannya, undang-undang jalan raya sangat penting bagi kita sebagai pengguna jalan raya. Peraturan jalan raya sangat bermanfaat, terutamanya kita dapat mencegah dan mengurangkan kemalangan jalan raya. Kawalan lalu lintas juga boleh menjadi salah satu sebab untuk mengelakkan kemalangan jalan raya. Salah satunya adalah dengan adanya lampu isyarat, maka kenderaan yang melalui jalan raya akan sentiasa selamat dan tidak sesak. Okay. Recommendation yang pertama adalah limit your night driving. Okay, iaitu bataskan pemandu malam anda kerana risiko waktu malam sangatlah tinggi. Okay, kita boleh baca di situ. Okay, yang kedua, Keep it slow and safe for starter. Itu pastikan ia perlahan dan selamat untuk pemula. Okay, yang ketiga. Okay, yang ketiga ni macam jangan angkat call masa kita sedang mandu lah. Begitu. Okay, yang keempat ialah masa kita mandu, jangan kita terlampau rapat sama kereta yang di hadapan kerana itu boleh membahayakan risiko kita. Okay, yang kelima ialah driving while introverted. Itu kita jalan dengan tempat yang betul, jalan yang betul, macam kiri atau kanan, macam kiri untuk laju, kanan untuk perlahan. Kanan untuk laju, kiri untuk perlahan. Gitu. Kita mesti gunakan dengan betul. Okay, sebelum saya terlupa, ini balapan ni adalah laman web yang kami ambil daripada internet, yang untuk kami rujuk, untuk kami buat case study ni. Okay, itu sekian saja daripada saya. Terima kasih.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Muhammad Zulkarnain bin Azman. Nombor matriksnya 07 DKE19F1078. So, saya adalah pembentang ketiga dan saya akan membentang nombor 5 dan nombor 6. Okay. Pertama sekali, kita akan masuk dalam nombor 5, yaitu Detail on Junction Geometric and Traffic Light Design. Mereka bentuk simpang geometrik dan traffic light. So, di bawah ini ada adalah raw data dia. Secara standardnya memang tidak akan berubah dan kekal begitu saja. Namun dia punya nilai memang berbeza-beza lah. Untuk north dia beza, untuk south dia beza, east dan west dia beza. Untuk traffic flow dia. Untuk lane width pula, north and south sama, yaitu nilai dia ialah 6.5 meter. Untuk east dan west pula nilai dia adalah 7.5 meter. Seterusnya kita masuk dalam 5.1, yaitu traffic flow. Itu dikenal sebagai Q dalam bahasa singkatan. Ini adalah tools that help transportation engineering understand, they express the properties of the traffic flow. So, di sini dia dapat menolong untuk jurutera pengangkutan memahami and express the properties of the traffic flow. Untuk faham tentang teori inilah the traffic flow. Kebanyakan pada masa ini memang berjuta kenderaan sudah berada di jalan raya, di jalan. So, kenderaan ini memang berhubung antara satu sama lain lah, dan memberi pergerakan impak secara keseluruhan untuk trafik ini, atau dikenali sebagai traffic flow. Sama ada task ini ataupun tugas ini menilai kapasiti perwujudan jalan raya ataupun mereka bentuk jalan raya yang baru. Kebanyakan memang projek ini untuk transportation engineering begin with the evaluation of the traffic flow. Oleh itu, the transportation engineer needs to have a firm understanding of the theories behind the traffic flow analysis. Perlu paham secara tegasnya tentang teori traffic flow analysis tersebut. So, this chapter kita dapat menolong graduasi di bawah naungan pelajar engineering memahami fundamentals of the traffic flow theory. To begin exploring traffic flow, untuk memulakan explore traffic flow theory ini, perlu tahu apa itu phase, berapa phase dia, berapa approach dan sebagainya. Saya akan terangkan selepas ini. Oke. Untuk yang pertamanya adalah phase. Phase ini kita ada dua. Phase pertama dan phase kedua. Dalam phase pertama kita ada north and south. Dalam phase kedua pula kita ada east dan west. Oke. Ini untuk mencari jumlah keseluruhan bagi traffic flow ataupun queue. Untuk mencari jumlah traffic flow dia, kita perlu the traffic flow vehicles per hour darab ataupun multiply by the evaluation value in PCUs. So PCU evaluation value in PCU dia ni standard dan memang tidak akan ubah. Memang itulah dia punya nilai dia. So kita akan darabkan, dapatlah untuk kereta 280 darab 1 iaitu 280. Motosikal dapat 49.5. Kenderaan berat mendapat 135 dan untuk sederhana berat dapat 100. So totally dia kita tambah semua dapat 564.5. Itu cara untuk mendapat traffic flow secara totally lah. Sama juga dengan south, itu juga formula dia dan dapat 492.46. Untuk frasa kedua pula masih lagi sama, tetap sama dia punya formula dia, yaitu traffic flow vehicles darab dengan evaluation value in PCUs. So dapatlah untuk east 830.12 dan untuk west 938 for totally traffic flow. Kita akan masuk pada 5.2, yaitu saturated flow atau dikenal sebagai S dalam singkatan. Okay, saturated flow is a maximum flow that could pass through the intersection from a given approach if the approach were allocated all of the cycle time as effective green time with no lost time. This saturation flow rate can be defined with the following scenario. Assume that an intersection approach signal were to stay green for the entire hour. Kita akan stay hijau untuk berapa jam, keseluruhan jam, and the traffic would dense as could reasonably be expected. The number of the vehicles that would pass through the intersection during that hour is the saturation flow rate. So ini adalah jadual dia. Lebih senang lah untuk dapat jadual. Approach dia untuk phase 1 north and south. For phase 2 is east and west. Lane width dia 6.5. Phase 2 is 7.5. Saturated flow dia, kita untuk dapat nilai dia ialah perlu darab lah. Kita darab S ni, saturated flow ataupun S ni dia bersamaan dengan 525 W, iaitu width lane. Width lane ni jadi kita darab lah 6.5 darab 525 sama dengan 3412.5 untuk frasa pertama. Untuk frasa kedua pula 7.5 darab 525 dapatlah jumlah dia 3937.5. Itu saja daripada 5.2. So kita akan beranjak pada 5.3, yaitu occupancy of the intersection. Occupancy of the intersection ataupun dikenal sebagai Y ialah dia tidak boleh lebih daripada 0.85. Kalau dia kalau mau lebih daripada 0.85 digalakkan ataupun dicadangkan untuk lebih upgrade dan sebagainya itulah. So inilah jadual dia, phase 1 dan phase 2 approach sama juga. Dan occupancy of the intersection, this is the formula dia lah. Occupancy of the intersection atau sebagai yi, yaitu the highest y value from the approach within the phase 1, nilai paling tinggi berdekatan dengan phase pertama. So kita formula dia ialah total traffic flow keseluruhan dia dibahagikan dengan saturate flow keseluruhan. Untuk node bahagi dapatlah 0.17, untuk south dapat 0.14, east pula dapat 0.121 dan west dapat 0.24. Kita seterusnya ada 5.4, yaitu total lost time ataupun L besar secara singkat dia. Ini total lost time ni the time during which the intersection is not effectively using any approach. This time occurs during the change interval when intersection is clear, kosong, and at the beginning of each green indication at the first few vehicles standing queue experience startup delay. Yang kedua ialah it indicates the time during which the intersection is not effectively utilized for any movement. So phase pertama dia I, kalau mau tahu, I ialah intergreen time between the phase that usually 5 second, soalnya memang 5 saat saja. For Li pula, maksudnya the driver reaction time at the begin of green per phase view, yang usually ialah 2 second. A pula ialah amber. Amber is amber time yang selalunya memang 3 saat saja. So kita guna formula dia iaitu L ditambah keseluruhan, iaitu ditambah keseluruhan jumlah dia, dapatlah 16 saat. So itu dia daripada nombor 5. So kita akan masuk dalam nombor 6. That the design the traffic light based on the data above. So ini adalah mereka bentuk light, traffic light base lah. Dan data tersebut dapat daripada raw data yang pada nombor 5 tadi. Okay, kita akan masuk. CO ni ialah optimal cycle time. So ini adalah formula dia, jumlahkannya dan dapat 49 second, kurang daripada 120 saat. Di mana dalam G1 proses 1 ini kita akan dapat 14 saat dan G2 ialah 18 saat. So ini adalah dia punya sketch yang kita akan dapat lah. So keseluruhan optimal time cycle time dia 49 saat. Untuk fasa pertama warna hijau, dari hijau ke merah, yaitu hijau 14 saat, dan seterusnya warna kuning 3 saat, dan seterusnya merah dan 6 saat, 18 saat dan juga 8 saat. Untuk phase kedua yaitu east dan west akan bermula daripada merah kepada hijau, kepada kuning dan kepada merah pula. So itu saja daripada saya. Sekian dan terima kasih.